Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. I am back with another week of knitting vlog. I have 7 days off of work, so I figured I would film a little vlog and just take you along with me and show you all the knitting that I get done throughout the week whilst I'm not working. Today is a pretty chill day. I've just got up, had my morning coffee and spent some time working on some knitting that I will show you. What I'm working on at the moment is my step-by-step sweater by Handmade by Florence. This is a free pattern that you can find on Ravelry as well as on YouTube. There's a YouTube tutorial that accompanies it that Florence has made, and it is fantastic. I would highly recommend. But it's just a top-down raglan sweater. The sun's really in my eyes now. It's just a top-down raglan sweater. I'm knitting this up using plotulopi in the heathered marsh colorway, which is like a brown with like flecks of green and some flecks of beige in there as well. I've knit up 2 sweaters now using plotulopi, so this is the next one that's on my needles. This one is for myself. I'm knitting up, I think, the fourth size, so that should give me hopefully 20 centimeters of positive ease. So I'm really hoping that this will be quite drapey and flowy and relaxed. That's the goal with this one anyway. So I'm still just working on the raglan increases. I thought I would finish them last night, but I got really sleepy at about midnight, so I just went to bed. So hopefully maybe we'll finish the raglan increases. If not today, finish them tomorrow. As for plans for today, I'm having a pretty chill one. I do have some uni work that I need to do. I have an assignment due tomorrow night and then a presentation due on Tuesday. If you're new here, I'm currently doing my Bachelor of Nursing honours year. So it's just an extra research year tacked onto my bachelor degree. And we've just got assignments on top of our research project. So those 2 assignments are due in the coming week. So I do want to get the assignment that's due tomorrow finished today, or close to finished, so that tomorrow I can just proofread and submit. But I am going to the driving range this afternoon with some friends, and then my best friend is coming over tonight because Bridgerton season 3 comes out today. I'm so excited. I don't think you understand. When the first Bridgerton season came out, my mum and I watched it together. It was a bit raunchy, but we both love like historical dramas and things like that. So, and then when the second season came out, I think, was that post-lockdown? I can't remember. I know it was COVID times, and honestly, it was just highlight of my life. My best friend came over and we had like a little dinner party, and we had, little cakes and things like that, and we binged it all in one night. So we're doing that again this time around, but she won't be coming over until after 8 p.m. Because she works quite late on Thursdays. So we're going to watch part 1 tonight and hopefully not fall asleep. So it's a little bit of a busy day actually, now that I think about it, but it's not too bad. I should have some time for knitting. I will definitely pick up my needles when we watch Bridgerton later. I cannot watch television without having something in my hands to do. So hopefully maybe I'll get the raglan increases done tonight whilst watching Bridgerton. As for the rest of the week, tomorrow afternoon I am going with one of my friends and her sister down to their holiday house. And we're having sort of a seaside winter reading weekend. We've been planning this for quite a while now, and I think we're going to do it sort of in a readathon style. So we're all going to pick, I think, 3 books, including the one that we're currently reading, and try and get through them. I am super far behind on my Goodreads goal this year. I really thought I would have more time to read, but with picking up another year of uni, it's just been a bit hard to stay on top of my reading. And I love reading and I love finding time to read. So hopefully this weekend will be a good break and a good chance to read some good books. And I am, of course, going to take some knitting with me. I think I'm going to take 2 projects with me, but I'll show you tomorrow what I end up packing and taking with me. So that will be the weekend. I know that I don't want to put my friends on camera. I don't want to put that pressure on them. So the weekend will probably just be a little silent vlog section with just some clips from the weekend, and then I'll speak to you back next week on the Monday. Otherwise, I don't think I have much else planned. So hopefully that means I'll get lots of knitting in. That's the goal. So I'll take you along with me with what I knit on and what I get up to. Please let me know in the comments down below what you're working on this week. And remember to like and subscribe as well. We've just hit 500 subscribers on this channel. So if you want to join the space and see more videos from me, hit subscribe, hang around, and leave a comment if you're new. I'd love to have a little chit chat down in the comments. All right, I think now I'm going to get ready for the day and go and get some words in on my assignment. I find that if I start early and start off strong, I feel good for the rest of the day. I feel productive. So I think I'll go get some words in on my assignment and then probably take a break for lunch and get some rows in on this sweater. I hope you all enjoy this video, and I will chat to you later. It's almost midday and I'm currently packing my things for my little weekend getaway with my friend and her sister. She's at the hairdresser's at the moment and she's going to pick me up on her way home from there. And then we're going to be heading off hopefully around 3:30ish, 3:30. It depends what time her sister manages to get off of work. But I thought I would take you through the books and the knitting that I'm going to take with me. So for books, I'm going to be taking obviously my Kindle, which I have a ton of books on. I want to finish reading A Serpent and the Wings of Night though. I'm about 50% of the way through this. So I really want to finish this one this weekend. I'm enjoying it so far. I don't really know how to explain the premise. It's a fantasy novel set in a world of vampires. And basically there's this trial or challenge that happens to honor their goddess. And basically this human girl who's been raised by this vampire king has entered this challenge in the hopes of going back to the human lands to find her family, because he can't take her back because of this political situation and all of this stuff. So we're currently in the middle of the trial or challenge. So I'm really enjoying that. There's a little bit of tension and romance in there. So hopefully that amps up a little bit soon, but I want to finish that hopefully this weekend. And then with physical books, I am taking this one with me. I don't know how to pronounce the name, so I'm not even going to try. It is about this person who quits their big fancy job to open a bookshop and a cafe. And I just think it would be the perfect cozy read for this weekend. So I'm going to take that one with me. And maybe I'll get through that. It's not very long, about 300 pages, just under 300 pages. So I'll probably get through that one this weekend. I just wanted to have like a nice, cozy, wintry read to take with me, and this seemed perfect. So I'm going to take that. And then I'm also taking a psychological thriller. I really loved The Maidens and The Silent Patient, and I always forget how much I enjoy psychological thrillers. I end up reading a lot of fantasy and a lot of romance, and I sort of leave psychological thrillers behind, but I really love them. I can read them in just one sitting. I just absorb them. I am taking this one with me. This is The Girl Before. Basically, this woman buys a house and over time becomes really interested in the woman who lived there before her, hence The Girl Before. So sounds interesting. I like the sound of the premise. I also have some psychological thrillers on my Kindle using my Kindle Unlimited subscription. So we'll see. I am very much a mood reader. I know that I won't be able to read all of these books in a weekend, but I like to have options. I like to have a range of things there so that when the mood strikes me, I can pick what I want to read. So those are the books I'm taking with me. As for knitting, I am going to take my step-by-step sweater. Last night, my best friend came over and we watched Bridgerton season 3, part 1. She was unwell, so she didn't end up staying the night. And we only ended up watching 2 episodes together. So when she left, I ended up watching episode 3 and 4. I can't even begin to explain how much I love this show and how much I'm already obsessed. I died and I went to heaven and I loved it. I did a little bit of knitting on my step-by-step sweater. I thought I was going to split for the sleeves, but I didn't quite get there. I didn't split for the sleeves because I got distracted by the show, and then I ended up going up to bed to watch the last episode because I was quite tired. It was about 1 a.m. by that point. So I haven't split for sleeves yet. I think I have 2 increased rows left to do. This is kind of where we're at. It's very scrunched up, so you can't really see. But the raglan increases are almost done. So close. 2 increased rows left, I think. So I'm definitely going to split for sleeves this weekend and hopefully get a start on the body. So I'm taking that with me and hoping I can get some significant progress done on that. I gotta stuff it back into this tiny bag now. Then I'm taking 2 other projects with me, just small baby knits, just in case the mood strikes me and I feel like working on something a bit different. So this one is the Baby Bear Bonnet by Knitting for Olive, and I'm knitting this up in Cleckheaton Baby Yarn 4-ply, which is 100% nylon. And I'm knitting up the second size, I believe. So I've literally only done the face framing parts, the moss stitch at the start. So hoping to get a little bit of progress on that. It would be nice if I could get that finished this weekend, but we'll see. I may just be obsessed with my step-by-step sweater, who knows. The other knit that I'm taking with me is another baby knit, and this is also in the Cleckheaton Baby Yarn 4-ply 100% nylon, just in a white colour. And this is another raglan sweater, but it's a raglan baby sweater, and it's so hard to show you. It's so fiddly. I have done the neckline and started the raglan increases, but haven't got very far. I am knitting this up in the newborn size, so it's going to be tiny, tiny, tiny. And we'll see if I get any work in on that. It's kind of just there in case I want to work on it, if that makes sense. As I said with reading, I'm very much a mood reader and I'm very much a mood knitter. I kind of have to be keen to work on something in order to work on it. So I am taking a range of choices so that I can pick and choose what I feel like working on. So those are all the hobby related things I'm taking with me. I'm also going to take some colouring in and a puzzle as well. I have to remember to pack those things just now before we go. But yeah, I'm excited to just have a little comfy, cozy weekend. It's going to be really nice, I think, to just get away and just have a break and not do much. I do have an assignment due tonight. Hopefully I can get it submitted this evening so that we can watch Bridgerton again. The girls haven't seen it yet, so I'm not going to spoil anything for them, but I'm excited to watch it again and just pick up on things that maybe I'd missed or not paid too much attention to. But I have to get the assignment in first. That's the rule. So I think it's maybe a 2-hour drive, 2.5 hours. It's just hard balancing everything at the moment. It's just part of it. And I know that I'll get through it. I know that I'll get things in on time. I always do. That's the plan for today. I'm going to have some lunch, go upstairs, do some more work on my assignment, and then we'll be making our way down to the house. I don't think I'll speak to you again until probably Sunday night when we get back, or Monday morning. So I hope you have some knitting or some type of crafting in your hands, because it's going to be a bit of a montage, hopefully. I hope you guys are enjoying the vlog so far, and I will catch up with you when I next see you. Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. It's about 9:30 on Monday morning now, and I wanted to give you a little update about the weekend and tell you a little bit about what we did. So as you would have seen, we drove down on Friday night. I did manage to finish my assignment. I did most of it in the car, and then I had to finish up the referencing when we got to the house, but submitted that with plenty of time left, which was really good, made me feel really happy. And we made homemade pizzas, and then we actually watched Formula One practice session 1, and then we watched all 4 episodes of Bridgerton. So Friday was a pretty jam-packed day, which meant we went to bed at about 2 a.m. I think it was. So it was a late night as well. The girls absolutely loved Bridgerton, which really warmed my heart, and I loved watching it for the second time. I already want to rewatch it again. That's the thing with Bridgerton. When a new season comes out, I watch it over and over and over again. I just love it so much. There were little things that I missed from the first watch that I caught on the second time round. Then on the Saturday, we basically just sat on the couch and read all day. I did finish A Serpent and the Wings of Night, and I also finished The Girl Before. So Serpent and the Wings of Night I finished on Saturday, and I absolutely loved. I really enjoyed it. I was absolutely shocked by the end, and I couldn't stop thinking about it for the rest of the evening. So I didn't pick up another book all day Saturday because I was just in shock and I couldn't stop thinking about the characters and what had happened and all the little things that had happened throughout the book that indicated or sort of hinted towards what was going to happen. There is a second one. I think it's just a duology. So there is a second one, which I want to read, but I don't think I'm going to pick it up for a while. There's a lot of other things on my TBR that I really want to get to before I get to that book. So we'll see when I pick that up. And then, so that was Saturday. Then Saturday afternoon, I did lots of knitting. I split for the sleeves on my step-by-step sweater, which I'll show you in a sec. But we also sort of just laid on the couch and lounged about, which was really nice. We got out a puzzle and we started working on the puzzle, which we did not finish, but it was nice to work on it. And then we went for a walk on the beach, which you would have seen. It was just the most beautiful sunset. Cotton candy skies, it was gorgeous. I love the beach in winter. I find the cold and the sound of the ocean just so soothing and so lovely to me. So I really enjoyed that. And we had prawn tacos for dinner, which was really good. And then we did stay up to watch qualifying, Formula One qualifying, which was really good. I was so happy. I'm a big McLaren fan, so I was so happy with the outcome of qualifying. Unfortunately, Oscar got a penalty, so he did end up starting P5, which was fine in the end. But that was Saturday. And then Sunday was the day we were driving home. So in the morning, I woke up, made a coffee, and I read The Girl Before. I started and finished that on the Sunday, which was really good. I did enjoy that. Not my favorite psychological thriller I've read. It sort of has the trope of, well, everyone's flawed, so who's really in the right or in the wrong here? You know what I mean? And I'm not a huge fan of those psychological thrillers. I like the big shocks at the end, like the big shock reveals that you just don't see coming. And I kind of saw the end coming, so wasn't a huge fan of that, which was fine. I did enjoy it though. And then, yeah, we packed up and we drove home last night, and I got back at about 6 o'clock, I think, and just tidied up a bit, had some dinner, and then I put on the Formula One and I watched that with my boyfriend just on FaceTime. We don't often get to be able to watch the Formula One together just because of the times that it's on, and also he's not able to stay up late at the moment. He usually has to be up at around 5:30. Usually we don't get to stay up late and watch it, but we did last night, and it was so nice to be able to watch it together. Lando came so close to overtaking Max Verstappen for the win, and oh my gosh, if he had won 2 weekends in a row, I would have absolutely lost my mind. But he didn't. I think the closest he got was like a 0.5 of a second. But he just didn't manage to cut it, which is fine. It's okay. At least we know that the Red Bull is slow enough for the McLaren to catch it. That's all that matters. And so that was amazing to see and so entertaining. It was nice to see Max be under a little bit of pressure for once. So that was last night, and I did cast on a new project last night, which I think I showed you a little bit of. So let's quickly talk about the knitting and the crochet and crafty things I did this weekend. So as I said, I split for the sleeves, which I think I showed you a little bit of. I think I took a little clip of it, but this is it. Beautiful. I have worked about 6 rows on the body now, I think, and I think I'm going to try and work 10 rows before I pick up for the sleeve, just because I want enough fabric that it's not not rolling as much, but also B, there's enough there for me to actually pick up the stitches and it not be just like one row, if that makes sense. I feel like I'm not making much sense, but I want to work 10 rows on the body basically before I pick up for the sleeves. So yeah, I'm really happy with how this is turning out. I'm not sure if it's as oversized as I wanted it to be. This is what I'm finding with the step-by-step sweater, is that it's not ever really the size that I intend it to be. I don't know if that's just me. I definitely have gauge. I did a gauge swatch and I got gauge, but I don't know, maybe it's just me, maybe it's my knitting. But yeah, we'll see when it's blocked. I know that this loosens up a lot. The plotulopi loosens up a lot when it's blocked. So I think it will be the drapey look that I want, but I don't know if it's going to be as oversized, which is fine. I don't really mind. I'm not very particular about sizing. As long as it's not too tight, I don't do too tight. So that's my step-by-step sweater. Then last night I cast on a crochet project, and this is a crochet bobble bag, I guess. I had been seeing these all over my Pinterest and I was like, oh my God, I would love one of those as like a toiletry bag or as a pencil case. And so I've cast one on just using some acrylic yarn. I think this is Red Heart Super Saver. There's a magpie that constantly flies into our windows, and it's the same time every day. It starts with my front windows that look out onto the street, and then it realizes that that's a window, and so it comes to this window that looks out into my back courtyard, and then it goes upstairs and it tries the windows upstairs, and it's every single day without fail. So I'm thinking we might have to do something like put in like those bird, you know, like, I don't know how to explain it. Put in something, like some kind of thing that will deter it from flying into the windows, because I really don't want it to hurt itself. Anyway, the yarn I'm using is Red Heart Super Saver, I think. And I got this yarn when I was in the States. We got stuck there on a holiday because my boyfriend got COVID. This was, I think, 2022. So I went to Joann's and picked up a bunch of yarn to just do some crochet whilst we were there, whilst we were quarantining. So I think this is Red Heart Super Saver. And so I think this is all I have in my stash as far as I'm aware. I think I knit something else up with it. I can't remember, but this is all I have. So I'm knitting just like a smallish bag. I will link the tutorial down below that I'm using. I did see it all over my Pinterest, and then I just went straight to YouTube to try and find a free tutorial. And then if I couldn't find it on YouTube, I was just going to make it up and just learn how to do this stitch and just freehand it. But this tutorial came up straight away, and it's really straightforward. They don't give any of the stitch counts. It's the bird again. They don't give any of the stitch counts in the video. There is a paid for pattern on Etsy that they made that you can buy. But if you cast on an even number of stitches to the width that you want, then this stitch will work. You just need an even number to chain at the start. So really, really easy. I'm gonna make a lining, and I'm gonna pop this brown zipper in the top. So that's that project. I cast off this first panel this morning. I'm gonna cast on the second panel maybe tonight, and then there's a border that sort of goes around the outside to give the bag a little bit more depth. I was thinking of not doing the border, but I think I will. I'll just do a 2 bobble width border around the edge, and then make the lining and sew in the zipper is the plan. I would love to be able to steam this. I spoke about this in my podcast. I really need to get a steamer for all of my acrylic knit and crochet projects, because they just don't soften up with wet blocking, and I've heard that steaming does the trick. So I really need to get a steamer, but I also need to buy an iron. So my thought process is I'll just buy an iron, and then I'll use the steam function on the iron to steam it. But I don't know when that's going to happen. So I would love to steam this, but I think I'm just too excited about the project, and I'm just going to keep working on it. It's a great stash buster and a great gift knit. I'm thinking maybe I will make some of these to like as gifts. to gift to friends for birthdays and Christmas and stuff, because they're so easy and they're so useful. My friends could use this for absolutely anything. They could use it to take to work with all of their work stuff in it, pencil cases, makeup bags, whatever. So that's my bubble bag. I'm really happy with that. As for my plan for today, I have to go into work at 10:30 for a meeting with my honours thesis supervisors. There's an agreement between my university and the hospital that I work at. So my supervisors work at the hospital that I work at. So I'm not going for work, I'm just going for a meeting. And then I think one of my friends is working down in ED today, so I might go see him and catch up for a coffee if he's free. I think ED might be a bit busy this week. We've got some nursing strike stuff going on, so we'll see if he's free. And then I need to pop by my friend's house because I actually left some stuff in one of the bags that we took down with us over the weekend. So she lives quite close to work, so I'm gonna pop in and see her and get the things that I left behind. And then I'm gonna come home and I have to do some more uni work before heading to a workout class tonight. So it's a pretty busy day. I'm gonna need a fair amount of coffee, but hopefully this evening when I get back from my workout class, I'll be able to get some stitches in and do some knitting or crochet work. I try and keep my evenings free for crafting. I don't like the idea of coming home and having to go straight to bed. That's just absolutely foreign to me. So my evening should be free tonight to get in some stitches. Tomorrow I have my presentation, kind of presenting the idea for my thesis. That's going to be in the city. So that's going to be an early start tomorrow. I have to take the tram all the way into the city, and I'll be in the class where we're doing our presentations from I think 9:30 till 3:30 in the afternoon. So it's a pretty big day tomorrow. And then afterwards, I think I might pop into a yarn store. We have a yarn store in the city. I think it's called Morris and Sons. I think that's what it's called. So I'm going to pop in there hopefully. And then I might try and meet my friend for a drink. It depends how busy she is. My best friend, she is also doing honours, but she's doing biomedical science honours. So she's in the lab Monday to Friday, 9 to 5. So we'll see. She might be free for a drink tomorrow night. She might not. We'll see. And then I'll come home tomorrow night and hopefully be able to relax. So a busy couple of days. I'm hoping that you're enjoying this video so far. I hope that you've got something nice to craft on or to knit on or crochet on whilst watching. And I will hopefully catch up with you guys later tonight. Good morning, everyone. Today is Wednesday and I haven't updated you since I think Monday morning. I have had a really busy couple of days. On Monday, I had a meeting in the morning with my honours thesis supervisors, and then after that I went to a friend's house and we ended up hanging out for a little while. We watched The Hobbit and I did some work on my uni stuff there with her. We had lunch together, and then I came home and I had to go to a gym class, and then I think in the evening I took a little video. I was doing some work on my presentation, which was yesterday. So yesterday I spent the whole day in the city. So I left home, I got the tram at about 7:30 yesterday morning, and then I had class, and then we had our presentations, which went really well. I'm really happy with how I went. And then after that, I went to Morris & Sons, which is a yarn store here in Melbourne in the city. And every time I've been in the city, it's either not been when it was open or I just didn't have time. So I finally managed to go, and oh my God, I was in yarn heaven. It was the best treat after all the work that I've been doing over the last couple of weeks just for university. So it was nice to just go somewhere where my mind could completely blank and all I could think about was just yarn and knitting. They had quite a range of yarns there. Not a lot of yarn brands that I knew. I think they're a Rowan flagship store. So they had a lot of the Rowan yarn there, which was awesome. I've never felt Rowan yarn before, and I'm planning on knitting up a gift knit maybe soon using Rowan, I think Kid Classic, I think. So it was nice to be able to like touch that yarn and see what it feels like and make sure it's not itchy or anything like that. So that was really good. And then the other yarn brands they had there, I hadn't really heard of any of them. So I took some pictures of some yarn that I liked, but I didn't buy anything. I was restraining myself for stash busting purposes, but also for financial purposes. Obviously importing yarn from overseas into Australia is very expensive. And obviously they're good quality yarns, so they are the price that they are for a reason. So for financial purposes and saving purposes, I didn't buy anything yesterday, but it's nice knowing that the store's there and that it's lovely on the inside and they have a range of yarns to choose from. So I definitely will be going back in the future. They had a lot of knitting magazines and knitting books as well. And they also had some sewing fabrics as well, which were really nice. And they do classes and workshops and stuff. So hopefully I'll be able to take advantage of that a bit more in the coming months. We'll see. Then after that, I just went to the State Library to study for a little while, for a couple of hours. The State Library is so gorgeous here in the city. They have a really, I guess it's famous, area of the library where I studied called the Dome. It kind of feels like you're at Oxford University in there. It's got that old college sort of vibe with the books and the skylight and everything like that. So that was really nice. And I got a fair chunk of work done before meeting my best friend for dinner. We just went and had some ramen, which was really good. We're both feeling a little bit of pressure with our honours degrees at the moment, so it was nice to just kind of vent and hang out for a little while. So that was good. That was yesterday. So after spending the last couple of days being out and about, I've decided that today is an at-home day and kind of a sloth day. I woke up this morning and realised I didn't have any milk for my coffee. So I went to the grocery store at like 7:30 this morning. But I've had my morning coffee now. I've done a little bit of stuff around the house and I'm ready to just be warm and cozy at home. I'm not going to leave the house at all today. I'm currently having a Lemsip because I feel like I'm getting sick. I did have a cold a couple weeks ago before I went away on holiday, but I'm feeling like I don't know, getting something. I had my flu shot last week, so I'm wondering if maybe this is just a late kick on from that, or I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully nothing comes of it because I do go back to work tomorrow. So in saying that, I think today is going to be the last day of this vlog. I feel like I haven't really done much knitting or crafting, at least not as much as I wanted to do. So today, whilst also getting some uni work done, I also want to do some work on my knitting and crafting. With regards to my crochet project that I started the other day, I've started the second panel. I started doing that on the tram yesterday, and I'm on the 3rd row now out of 9, I think it is, yeah. So hopefully I can finish that panel and start working on the border piece. I'd love to have it finished this week because I think I might actually use it as a pencil case for uni because it's really cute and I need a new pencil case. My one that I have at the moment is a bit ratty and a bit not very nice, so to have a nice one to take with me to uni would be great. Otherwise, that's kind of the update. I'll try and update you as much as possible today, but yeah, I'm really gonna kind of be slothing around and just taking my time. I'll probably watch some movies, do a little bit of reading maybe if I feel the urge to. But thank you so much to all of you for choosing to share your time with me and watching these videos. I really appreciate it. I've really enjoyed vlogging this week, even though I feel like I haven't really done much and I haven't really updated you much, but that's kind of just the reality of life at the moment. Some weeks I do lots of knitting and lots of crafting, and some weeks I just don't really have time. So I guess that's the point of vlogging, right? Is to show you the reality of my life. All right, I think I might catch up on some YouTube videos. I'm really behind actually. I still haven't finished watching Laura's latest Knitting Pickle podcast, so I think I might finish watching that. And I know Ribsy Bambi has a new vlog out that I really want to watch. And then I'll probably end up doing some uni work. I've got to do some laundry today as well, so you'll see what I get up to. I'll kind of just go through the motions and yeah, we'll see how far we get. I'm once again playing yarn chicken. This is all I have left of this yarn, I think, and I am currently doing what number is this? The seventh popcorn stitch row out of 9. So I think I'll make it to 9 rows. It just means I won't be able to do the border pieces. I'll just have to sew the 2 panels together. Yeah, I think I'll have a quick look in my stash just in case. I know I made a pair of mittens using this yarn as a contrast color, but there's a very, very small amount of this yarn in there and I might need to use that for seaming. So I'll update you on whether or not I run out. Okay, I managed to frog the pair of mittens that I had in my stash. I was planning on frogging them eventually anyway, but now I have a bunch of yarn spaghetti. I don't know if I have enough here. I am on the, which row is this? 3, 6. I'm literally at the end of the 9th row. 3, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. I have 2 more bubbles left to do and then single crochets across the top. And then I think I'll have to seam up with a different color of yarn. but that's fine. You won't be able to see the seams. And I'll use every last bit that I have left to do the top section. There's like some single crochets that go around the top to sort of join it all together. I have finished the pouch. I just seamed up the edges, just seamed the two pieces together. I obviously didn't have enough yarn to do the border piece, which is fine. I think this will work as a pencil case. And then after seaming, I just did single crochet for 2 rows around the top, which you can see. I think it looks really cute. I obviously now need to make the lining and put the zipper in, but I'm going to do some uni work now before doing that, maybe later this evening. The ends that were at the top, I just hid them in the single crochets, the first row of single crochets, and there's a couple of ends. I think there's 2 ends on the inside, which I'm just going to hide inside the lining. They're just the cast on and cast off ends from the one of the panels. So yeah, that's that. And then this one as well, I'll sew in as well and hide underneath the lining. But yeah, I'm really happy with that. I think it's come out really nicely. And yeah, it'll serve a nice purpose. Look at that. I'm excited to make another one. I'm looking at my stash yarns and seeing what I've got. Because this was actually pretty quick. I reckon I can make one of these in like half a day if I had, the whole day to devote to it. So yeah, I definitely think I'll be making more of these in the future. Really cute. Also, I did want to mention with the mittens that I frogged, this was the other yarn that I used. This is also acrylic, which has now turned into noodles. And so I think I'm going to cake this up so that it's all one single strand rather than like multiple pieces. And then I think I might make another bag using this yarn, or I will make something else. We'll see. It's kind of not nice frogging things and then having more yarn than put into your stash. But I wasn't wearing those mittens at all. They didn't fit right. The shape was all wrong. So I feel better to have an unused project out of my stash and have more yarn to use than just have a project sitting there just collecting dust. So I will cake this up, and I don't know what I'll make with it just yet. Surprise, surprise, I fell asleep. I fell asleep on the couch. So I napped for 2 hours, woke up, had some dinner, and then I've literally sat on my phone trying not to make myself feel bad about the fact that I slept. So now I'm picking up this camera again, and I'm going to do some more knitting before I have to head to bed. I'm on a morning shift tomorrow, which means I need to go to bed earlier than normal. It's about 6:30, so I think I'm going to watch a movie. I'm not sure what movie I want to watch though. I really want to watch some Pokemon with my boyfriend. I ran out of storage and I think I'm going to run out again in a minute. But I just wanted to say I am currently knitting on a baby bear bonnet, which is a pattern by Knitting for Olive using, I think this is cleckheaton baby yarn. It's 100% nylon yarn. I'll put all the information in the description. But I'm just working on the stockinette portion now for that. And yeah, I really want to watch Pokemon, but I can't watch it without my partner. So I'm just have to find something else to watch. And yeah, I'm just gonna chill until it's time to go to bed. Hi everyone, it's a couple days later and I realized that I forgot to actually finish this vlog. I have made some progress on some of the projects that I was showing in this video, but you're gonna have to wait until the next podcast episode to see them. I'm gonna film another podcast episode really soon, so you'll see them soon anyway. So I guess all I need to say is thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for spending this week with me. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I've been really enjoying vlogging at the moment and finding a week every month to kind of share what I get up to. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember to like and subscribe and comment down what you guys have been working on whilst watching. I love hearing from you guys and having a chat down in the comments, so always leave a comment. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.